ladies and gentlemen. Next up, scheduled for 10 rounds, and it is for the WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight Championship. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani.
Through the screams, hunter and prey inside the violent dreams. One step closer, the other to fall. Rise from the ashes, breaking the wall.
Next up, entering the ring from the red corner, Elliot Matthews.
Fast. Heartbeats synchronize, it's a blast. Electric fever in the air. Feel the beat, let down your hair. Bass drops, heavy pulses.
May I please invite Major General Damrong Simakajonbun, Mr. Naris Singh Wangcha, Mr. Supanat Janram, and Mr. Priko Sante. And also may I please invite the representative of the Super Export Shop B Legend, Mr. Rustem Saripov, and our special guest from Japan, Mr. Akira Sakata and Mr. Toshihiko Era. Into the ring, please. The supervisor for this bout, Mr. Om Pat Jagapat. The referee in charge, Mr. Pongpan Ratana Sunton. And the three judges going ringside, Mr. Tawut Bloom Samran, Mr. Thanapat Sirgel, and Mr. Joseph Gwilt. This bout is for the WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight Championship, scheduled for 10 rounds. May I please ask everybody to stand up to pay your respects to the national anthems of both fighters, please. ขอเชิญทุกท่านยืนขึ้นนะครับเพื่อเคารพเพลงชาติของนักมวยทั้งคู่ด้วยครับ Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 76.1 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 12 victories, 5 defeats, and only 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing Afghanistan, Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani. And his opponent fighting out the red corner, official weight 76 kilograms, with a professional boxing record, an outstanding one, 25 victories, no losses, and 1 bout even. Hailing out of and proudly representing the United Kingdom, the undefeated Elliot Matthews. The supervisor, Mr. Om Pat Jagapat. The referee in charge, Mr. Pongpan Ratana Santon. And the three judges going ringside, Mr. Tawut Bloom Samran, Mr. Thanapat Sirgel, and Mr. Joseph Gwilt.
By sportsmanship, don't do any foul. When I say back, sportsmanship can full step back. Put yourself on the time. Any vision? Boxer,
Okay, folks, here we go. We get back to the action with the WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight title fight between the UK and Afghanistan. It's Elliot Matthews in the red corner and Ahmad Samir Dawrani in the blue corner representing Afghanistan.
Yeah, you've got a southpaw against an orthodox, and straight away you can see Elliot right now using that overhand left, the perfect shot to land against an orthodox. Samir, very, very tough guy. Got a lot of good people in his corner as well. Some good advice, I'm sure, being given to Samir.
Yeah, Samir's got Taimur Khan in his corner, who won his fight earlier on this afternoon by knockout. Let's see if Ahmad Samir can follow in the same suit.
And there we see Elliot Matthews doing a good job to just control the range here as well. Looks in incredible shape as well.
Yeah, this is a 10-round affair, so both these two definitely want to download as much information as they can in the first round, maybe the first couple of rounds. Just sort of find their own flow, find the shots that work for them.
I mean, these are two very heavy gentlemen as well. I wouldn't expect it to go the full 10 rounds, but, you know, we've been wrong many times before tonight. You can see that Matthews is just trying to get that opening, trying to create it. You know, when you're a southpaw against an orthodox, it's all about that lead leg. Getting that lead leg on the outside of your opponents before you deliver the power shot. But that shot to the chest as a southpaw is one of the best ones you can throw. Aim it right down for the chest. Even if it misses the shot, you tend to hit your opponent's chin or solar plexus.
Yeah, but we're forgetting a key storyline here. Matthews is undefeated as a professional. 26 professional fights, 25 victories, no losses, 1 draw. Going up against Dawrani, who's got 18 fights as a professional, 12 victories, 5 defeats, 1 draw.
So, I mean, in terms of fights, very, very similar, but that unbeaten record of Matthews is absolutely fantastic. The closest he tasted to defeat was a draw. So here, just really pushing the pace, and you can see why he is an unbeaten fighter. Very, very slick, not taking unnecessary risks as they both tumble to the canvas.
Referee not ruling it as a knockdown. They're like almost like a Muay Thai sweep there, Jimmy.
I think that was WWE, Ali. Back into the action. And again, you look at the way Matthews controls the range, stays on that back foot, doesn't allow himself to take any unnecessary risk at this point.
Final 10 seconds of the round. Matthews reading, measuring, trying to pop the jab. Missing with the jab, Dawrani staying elusive and defensive. And that's the end of round 1. Let's go through round 1 with some replays here. Break them down, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, a good technical first round, just enough excitement to keep you on the edge of your seat, but not enough to really determine who's going to be trying to like overtake this fight. You saw some of the counter punches Matthews was landing. Samir charging in a little bit too much, too premature with some of his onslaught. Samir's got to plant his feet. He's got to stay calm, plant his feet, cut off the ring a little bit, but right now to me Matthews is controlling the ring and the range and the pace of this fight so far. But we're only in round number 1, Ali. Scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Scheduled for 10 rounds. Like I said, I feel like they took the first round off. It was a good round to sort of get a good look at each other, try and download as much information, read your opponent very well, try and find the openings that you need, and listen to the advice in your corner. That's the separation between a good fighter and a great fighter, a fighter that can listen to their corner team and then just execute the instructions they give them after a round.
We've also seen that corners aren't always being enough, like honest enough with their fighters. You've got to let them know if they're winning that round, or if it's close, that's fine, but you can't blow smoke to your fighters. You've just got to give them the news that they need to get through that round, but also win the fight. Nice jab there by Matthews.
Now Matthews fighting off the jab. Dawrani kind of caught off rhythm with this southpaw approach from Matthews. Matthews is very side on.
And you can see with Samir, he charges in with these combinations, and Matthews is reading it perfectly. Every time Samir charges in, Matthews is stepping back and landing the counters, but not overstaying his welcome. Exactly.
Again, Samir staying off on the back foot. Then here, Taimur Khan in the corner of Samir, getting a lot more animated, shouting instructions. I think he needs to be a bit louder because Samir is not executing anything at the moment.
He's not doing anything differently is exactly what you mean, but a big shot here being landed as both fighters tumble into one another. Almost like a clash of heads there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It did look like a clash of heads. As far as we can tell, no bleeding yet, no cuts.
I mean, southpaw against an orthodox, you almost always have some type of headbutts happening. Most of the time, nothing too damaging, but that one looks pretty tough. Jabs getting through here by Matthews, and again, that counter left hand right down the middle.
Matthews stepping off the center line as he threw another left hand. Not connecting with it flush, but definitely staying active.
Hey, you!
Great refereeing there, taking control of the situation, not allowing anything to get out of his hands there. Straight into it, good refereeing.
Jab there by Matthews. Right hand by Dawrani. Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani to start being a bit more confident, getting stopped in his tracks and get by that left hand of Matthews.
And that's the important thing here, good point, is the confidence that you can deliver the shots. But he's charging in a little bit too much. He's not finding his footing. He's just charging in, hoping he can land anything. Big left hand again by Matthews. That counter left hand has been the money shot for him so far.
Good shots to the body there by Matthews, and that's the end of the second round. Well, what a round it was. It was a real Texas standoff. Both fighters not wanting to engage or risk too much early on. Matthews stayed accurate, landing that left hand at will, and keeping Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani guessing and overthinking. We see it so much in fight sports where the fighter's definitely going to lose some stride or lose some points. The one that overthinks too much. And Dawrani was watching Matthews too much in that second round and not being reactive.
Yeah, it's exactly that, or the reactions he's having and not really calculated to what his opponent is doing. Often you find that fighters will know what they need to do in theory, but not apply it correctly inside the ring. So I think he's got to start adjusting his game plan to who's in front of him, not what he thinks is in front of him.
Here we go, round 3 coming up. We've got Elliot Matthews in the red corner with the white trunks and the black trim representing the United Kingdom. And we've got Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani in the blue corner with the black and red trunks with the white trim representing Afghanistan.
But again, here we see it's the footing of Samir. I think that is just suffering right now because he isn't finding his placement inside that ring. Matthews is controlling the range. Nice wide stance, delivering that rocket left hand right down the middle. And every time Samir starts to get some momentum, Matthews is already very far away from him.
Jab there by Matthews. And that torpedo of a left hand.
It has absolutely been a torpedo, just sends it right down the middle, straight down the pipe, just a beautiful, beautiful southpaw punch.
Uppercut there by Matthews. And Dawrani retreating into the clinch. Dawrani really needs to let his shots go, Jimmy. This has been all Matthews for the last 2 rounds, and especially this round as well.
Yeah, you've got to start to question, is Samir waiting for an opening? Is he trying to create the openings? That's the important thing here. Because eventually, Matthews just has to stick to the same formula, which is wait for Samir to charge in, go in with the left hand. And it keeps working for him. You know the phrase, if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it.
But this is the thing, though. Dawrani is attacking Matthews in straight lines. So that just gives an opening straight away for Matthews to land or throw that left hand, because Dawrani's going to walk straight onto it, Jimmy. He needs to start edging to his left a little bit more.
Absolutely, he keeps walking onto it, but again, like I said before, he's not fighting the man that's in front of him. I don't think Samir is adjusting to the fact he's fighting a southpaw, because the shot that works for Samir is the right hand, yet he's not aiming it. He's not stepping left and he's not throwing with the right. I think Samir needs to start focusing on fighting a southpaw rather than just fighting a random opponent in front of him.
Swing and miss there by Samir. Jab there by Matthews. Matthews with the Philly shell stance. Right hand low, but that right hand is vital to his offense. Great jab, being able to just control the pace of the action. Great left uppercut to the body there by Matthews and a right hook followed on.
Very flashy shot indeed. Got the job done. Everything Matthews is doing right now, to me, is working well. He doesn't need to mix things up. He's just going to be very careful that he doesn't drop his hands every time Samir comes in. The only thing that he's being open to is some of Samir's onslaughts. But beautiful head movement. Again, the head movement. Beautiful stuff.
And that's the end of the third round. What a round it was between these two. Jimmy, break it down for us.
Yeah, absolutely. A great round by Matthews. I mean, definitely finding the target when he needs to, definitely doing everything that he needs to do. And this is what's important right now. Matthews is controlling the pace, controlling the onslaught. Every time Samir gets close, Matthews is already 2 steps behind him. But here we are, folks, for this fight, our WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight title fight. We are scheduled for 10. The UK taking on Afghanistan.
Here we go, 4th round underway. Let's see if we get a different Ahmad, Samir Dawrani. Sorry, I was going to say Khan because Timur Khan is in the corner, shouting instructions, giving some good veteran advice.
Central ring, and you see here Matthews always with that wide stance, always with that jab pumping out, and just waiting for Samir with that left hand every time. He's always locking and loading. He's always getting ready to throw it.
Great shot there by Dawrani as his corner comes alive.
And you know, that's the one shot he's landed, but it's just not enough to win these rounds or fights, Ali. We're nearly at the halfway point of this fight. Nice jab down the middle there as well.
Bit of stalemate again, but the fight still being controlled so well by Matthews with that jab. Jimmy, I know I asked you early on in another fight, but I'm going to ask you again. How do you defend the jab, and what's the best way to get around it if you're Dawrani?
I mean, you've got to step the jab. You've got to step in as they're throwing it, take away some of that power. Step in, don't let them get the full reach on it, but also you've got to upset their rhythm as well. You've got to meet them outside of range or really just push the range towards them. But you've got to jab with a jabber sometimes. Every time you're being jabbed at, you need to learn that you can jab with them. But right now, the way Matthews is controlling the range is absolutely fantastic. He's not throwing anything too spectacular. He's not throwing punches and bunchings. He's throwing the basic necessity, and that is just that left hand down the middle.
Whoa, that left hand looked like it shook Dawrani. It's like Matthews just waiting for the perfect opportunity. I feel like he's found it. And here comes Matthews again, keeping it nice and simple. It's always the simple things, Jimmy, that win fights. We haven't seen too much elaborate shots or combinations from Matthews. We've just seen the bread and butter 1-2, a jab or a straight left or a 1-2 together from Matthews, and it's worked very, very well for him.
I mean, boxing is built on the basics. That 1-2 right down the middle, you can stick to the same concept, the same movement, and that is going to win fights for you. And to me, that's what Matthews is demonstrating right now. Stick to a game plan, stick to the bare tactics, fighting unorthodox. Use that jab, get the left hand work, and as he comes alive now, to me, Samir looks like he's a little bit wobbly in there.
Yeah, it looks like Samir's just getting caught. Every time he's trying to find a shot, find a counter shot, Matthews just beats him to the punch. It's like Matthews has the height advantage over Samir and used it very well to land some thunderous left hand. That is in round 4. We are going to go into the replays before we end up in round 5, almost at the halfway stage. Again, what a round there for Matthews, just keeping it simple. Moving off behind the jab, using that left hand, set up the left hand behind the jab as well. See it there on the replay, as soon as Samir came marching forwards, Matthews just blocking with that left hand. Keeping it simple with straight punches. One punch combination or two punch combos.
And we got some live scoring for you right now. All three judges score it in favor of the red corner, 40-36, 40-36, and 40-36. So right now, the red corner up on all scorecards.
Yeah, no surprise. So we've got Elliot Matthews in the white trunks and the black trim, representing the United Kingdom in the red corner. We have Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani wearing the red trunks with the black trim. Sorry, with the red and black trunks with the white trim, representing Afghanistan in the blue corner.
And you get to this point now where Samir knows he's down on every scorecard. He's halfway through this fight. This is the only point of the fight where he can turn things around.
You can see it written all over Samir's face. He's not sure how to solve the puzzle of Elliot Matthews. Every time he gets hit with significant shots, Samir looks shocked.
It's because he's not planting his feet as he comes forward. He needs to stutter step. He needs to step slightly to the left, and then start landing his combinations. But at the moment, he's trying to blitz Matthews, but Matthews knows exactly what punch is coming from a mile away. Samir's got to mix it up with some shorter steps and move towards him as he lands a nice right upstairs.
Left uppercut there by Matthews. Straight right there by Samir, right down the pipe.
So some of these shots are getting through. So Matthews is going to start adjusting right now. The shots you wouldn't expect to get through are starting to get through for Samir as he lands a clubbing left hook upstairs.
Left hand there by Matthews again. And a right hook. See, as soon as Samir comes forward, Matthews is just clocking in with that right hook or just making sure that he walks straight into a left hand.
Yeah, but when he doesn't, Samir has started to clip him a little bit more. This is the most Matthews has been hit this entire fight. He's trying to bait him into that left hook and that right hand.
Good body work here from Samir. Left hand there by Matthews, pushing him back.
Matthews got him exactly where he wants him again, just keeping him against the ropes, keeping it difficult for Samir to really explode. He's already found out what Samir does when he explodes. He knows when Samir is coming forward, he twitches his shoulder, he steps to the right, Matthews has read it perfectly. That's why Samir is unable to land these clean shots on Matthews.
Good left hand there by Matthews. Right uppercut on the left hand forward on. And another big clubbing left hand. Pushes Samir back. Trying out the uppercut. Hitting the gloves.
Doesn't overstay his welcome. Takes that opportunity but then steps back as well. Final 10 seconds.
Final seconds here. Feints off the front foot from Matthews. Matthews trying to land the last shot but doesn't. That is the end of the fourth round.
I mean, that was Samir's best round until the end as well, Ali. He was doing so well until, but now we're in this predicament where Samir's down on all the scorecards. Here we see some of the replays. The shoveling uppercut to the body landed by Matthews. Just the classic tale of this fight. The same punch being landed over and over again. And if it isn't broken, you don't need to fix anything at all. And that's what we're witnessing right now. Look, Samir had so many good moments in that round. That was one of his best rounds. He started to land some shots. But quickly, Matthews adjusted and got himself back on top.
My apologies, that was the end of the fifth round. We are going into round number 6 right now. Well over the halfway stage. I think Matthews is still firmly in the driving seat, Jimmy. And we are live here at Siam Boxing Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, live on Triller TV.
Yeah, I mean, we already had the live scoring. We can confidently say that that previous round, and if he turns his back, the referee can give him a warning as well, but probably the safest turn he did in this fight.
Referee warning him to keep the heads up. Like you said, the last thing we need is a clash of heads, and it's quite likely between these two as they clash in stances. Right hook to the left hand. Dawrani looks dazed. Dawrani firing back, but off balance. Let's see if Matthews can go in there and finish the job.
And you can tell that Matthews is eager to try and stop Samir in his tracks. Samir, very, very tough, has been wobbled in this fight, but Matthews is yet to throw a double jab. If Matthews starts doubling that jab and then throwing that hand, he might have a bit more success, because now Samir is completely aware of the combination that Matthews is throwing at him.
Good jab there by Matthews. Good 1-2 as well. Left hand to the body there by Matthews, as he's just got target practice on Samir. But saying that, Samir pushed him back with the right hand.
I mean, Samir almost plays possum a little bit. Looks like he's really hurt. And then Matthews takes a little bit of the bait, and then he somehow comes alive. But here they are. The body has been available now. Final minute and a half of this round.
Feints there by Matthews and backing off. Left hand, missing with the right hook. Jab there by Matthews again. Landing with a check right hook. Bit of a stalemate between these two. Jab with Matthews. Left hand as well from Matthews.
We've just had Peter Denman in the booth as well, complimenting Mr. Matthews on his southpaw draw style. Reminding him of Lara, that constant step back with the left hand, step back with the left hand. Never really allowing your opponent to feel safe when he comes forward.
Jab there by Matthews again.
And I'm curious to see what would happen if Matthews just stepped it up here and started throwing punches and bunches. But I think that's what Samir would like. Samir would like the punches and bunches of Matthews, because that's the only time he's got a chance to throw a shot out of the guard.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That seems like that's the fight that Samir wants, but Matthews not giving it to him. Still in control with that jab as we finish round number 6 and head to round 7 shortly, but here are the replays. See there, Matthews now getting a bit more confident, using the right hook and then the left hand instead of just the jab. That jab is still such a key weapon for Matthews. Landing with the left hand, as you can see on the replay. Again, all Matthews in this title fight. This is for the WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight title. And Matthews is firmly in the driver's seat. This is one-way traffic.
Yeah, I mean, it's like exactly as you said, it's one-way traffic. Not one round could you really convince yourself that Samir has won. I mean, there was one very close round where he landed some shots, but then Elliot Matthews just came alive towards the end as well. So after that point, you've just got to give everything here to Matthews.
Yeah, you're right. It's very one-sided as we head into round number 7.
And you can see again, holding center ring as well, doing a very good job to just constantly control the action here, constantly making it difficult for Samir to really get anything going at this point. But I think it's been a very, very similar story for every round. Obviously, after the 4th round, we saw that every judge was scoring it the same way for Elliot Matthews, and he's boxed the exact same way each round. You can confidently say by round 7, Elliot Matthews is dominating this fight. However, Samir's had moments where he's clipped Matthews, but has it been enough to win a round? Not at all.
Right hand there by Samir. Bit of a stalemate between these two. Jab there by Matthews.
And it gets to this point as well. Elliot Matthews is now going to consider, do I want to try and stop my opponent or do I want to dance my way to victory for until the 10th round?
I mean, you can see why he's undefeated. Jimmy, good left hand there by Matthews. Just the way that he's able to time these shots and work off behind the jab. Great footwork there, great pivot by Matthews.
And like you said, that's why he's got such a great record. Low risk, but high reward maneuvers. Never really giving too much away, landing the bare minimum and then getting himself out of there. So safety in boxing, the boxing science, hit without getting hit. You know, it's very interesting as well when I was chatting about boxing with somebody recently, which is, it's a lot more important to not get hit than throw a punch sometimes in boxing. And that's the mentality you've got to have sometimes, is not getting hit is very, very important. And you can see that Elliot Matthews is just doing it beautifully.
Good left hand there by Matthews, looks like it just went past the side of the face of Samir. Samir running out of ideas here in round number 7. Just really got to start taking some risks, Jimmy. We're getting to the stage now where you need to start going for broke.
Well, that's the thing here, Ali, is he hasn't done anything different either. Matthews has kept the same recipe. He's told Samir what he's doing every round, yet Samir hasn't had an answer for it.
There you have it, that is the end of round number 7. Here comes Jimmy with the replays and the breakdowns.
Yeah, here we are with these replays. I mean, definitely similar replays from every round. Matthews controls the jab, lands that backhand every time. Samir has moments where it looks like he's about to commit to a big shot, but Matthews reads it well, either tangles him up or just does exactly what he needs. I mean, although if we realize Samir needs to do a little bit more, he needs to be more active. That's where the credit is to Elliot Matthews. He's not allowing Samir to really get anything going for himself.
Here we go, coming into round number 8. Matthews with the white trunks and the black trim in the red corner. And Ahmad, Samir, Dawrani with the black and maroon trunks, with the white trim in the blue corner.
Yeah, being a very technical fight for Elliot Matthews. Like I said, stuck with the basic movements, just stuck with exactly what works. The jab with the left hand, step to his right, jab with the left hand. He's done the same movement and it's working well for him. Boxing exactly like you should do. Minimal risk, but high reward.
Good uppercut there by Elliot Matthews, changing things up right now. Left hand there by Matthews again. Dawrani trying to bull rush and come forward, but Matthews ducks under it and ties him up inside the clinch.
And again, back behind that jab. Everything has just been off that jab, Ali. Matthews has just constantly stuck that jab in the face of his opponent and not allowed him to really get any type of rhythm, any type of energy going for him. Big shoveling shot to the midsection there by Matthews.
Matthews again with the right hook. Jab down the middle from Matthews, followed by the left straight. Half a round to go right now. A good check right hook again. Oh, and a stumble to the canvas, just an accidental push. Referee not ruling this a knockdown. I mean, Jimmy, what else do you want to see from Elliot Matthews? Or are you satisfied with what you're seeing right now from him?
I mean, if you're Elliot Matthews, you've got to be satisfied that you're winning this fight by doing exactly what you need to do. But as a fan watching, you also want to see what it would be like if you stepped it up a little bit, put on a little bit more pressure, and try to actually take Samir out a little bit, try and overwhelm him with some shots.
Left is the body there by Ahmad Samir Dawrani.
Samir, to me, is just surviving this fight rather than trying to win this fight. He has a few moments where he charges in, gets clipped with a shot, and then the same recipe. We've seen the exact same exchange over and over and over again.
Left hand there by Elliot Matthews. And again, landed with the right hook too. Got to agree with you, Jimmy. I feel like Dawrani is just surviving this round. Surviving the fight, really. Not trying to find a way to win. It's almost like he's given up and happy to just, you know, clock out at the end of this fight.
And we see that very often with fighters. They get to a point where they realize that they're just doing what they need to do. This is going into the 8th.
Yeah, this is going into the 8th round.
So here we see some big left hands get through again, and it was a, you know, these replays, Ali, you can play round number 1 and you can play round number 7, and it would look the exact same on the replays. It's been the exact same fight every round, which credit where credit is due. Elliot Matthews has controlled the pace. I really think Samir's got to try something here. He's got to try do something. If he is trying to win this fight, he can't just give up. He's got to push forward. A little bit of a confusion here because we're trying to work out if it's an 8-round fight or a 10-round fight. And we will get back to you very soon. We're under the impression of 10 rounds, but we might be told it's an 8th round.
We're under the impression that it is 10 rounds, but a lot of confusion coming from corner teams here. Elliot Matthews' corner saying it's 8 rounds. Yeah, lots of confusion here. Just waiting here for some confirmation. Not exactly sure what is going on here, whether Matthews can't come out for the next round. Or if this was an 8-round fight. There's so much confusion in the ring. We didn't have the ring girls come up to give out to hold up the round cards to say it was the 8th round.
Ali, would you be kind enough to get up there and hold a ring?
If you go over there with me, Jimmy, of course. Okay, so there's the confirmation right there, folks. This was an 8-round fight. Talking to the officials ringside, so the fight is over. Gone the distance now, by the looks of things anyway. I don't think that message is being delivered to the corners because Matthews is still getting delivered corner advice if that is the case.
We've been told it's 8 rounds, but we will see in just a moment, folks.
Yeah, so much confusion going on here. Okay, but we'll take it off to Mr. Peter Denman, who's going to have the official decision very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your composure here, folks. Please be sportsmanlike. Here's Mr. Denman, the official decision.
Judge Tarwood Bloomsabran scores it 72-80. Judge Tanapat Zegel scores it 73-79. Judge Joseph Gwilt scores it 72-80. And your winner by way of unanimous decision and the new WBC Asia Continental Super Middleweight Champion, Elliot Matthews.